Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast here, and this is my reaction to the 2-0 win against Livingston in the League Cup quarter-final tonight. A game of two halves, the usual cliche. Really disappointing in the first half, bordering on pathetic to be honest, but we made a change in the second half. There was obviously a rocket said at half time by the manager, and we came out and we got the goals when we needed to. So overall, got to be happy, got to be in mind the fact that it was a cup game. It's just about winning. It really is. The performance I'm not going to get too downhearted about in the first half. It was largely disappointing, but as I said, it's really all about getting that result. And we ran out 2-0 winners, so obviously we did. So we made 6 changes from the Motherwell game. We lined up McLaughlin, Patterson, Goldson, Balogun, Bassey, Aribo, Lundstram, Kamara, Roof, Morelos and Wright. On the subs bench we had McGregor, Tavernier, Hadji, Davis, Barker, Bakuna, Sakala, Barisic and Arfield. So as I said on Twitter and I said in the main pod, I do think all of these changes constantly, and some of them not even through injury, are affecting the team. I think there's a lot of consistency that you get from keeping the same team, and I know we went through a period last year of having a bit of an unsettled team, but then we did settle down, and it showed when that run of 12 odd games we went on winning. The problem we've got this year with that though is we don't show for 90 minutes. We show in one half, and obviously today's another example, but it's something that the players are going to need to buck up their ideas about. Certainly as well, there was not a full house either. I think they were asking for £25 as well, which is kind of on the steep side for a League Cup game on a wet and damp Wednesday night, but it's to be expected, to be honest. First half, as I said, it was really a dismal performance overall. As much as McLaughlin had nothing to do, we had a bulk of the play. We had a few chances. They were arguably half chances at that anyway. Again, not playing with enough urgency or pace. There was no spark or forward thinking play. Again, the final third had been posted missing, bar a couple of half chances from Morelos. Aribo lacking in energy. And if you never looked at the starting lineup, you wouldn't have even known that Roof was playing, to be honest. Our best chance of the half came on the 34th minute. A lovely move, working the ball into the box with a lovely pass from Patterson through the defence to the right side of the box for Morelos, who has a shot, and it was effectively cleared off the line. But that was as close as we came. We needed a lot more urgency. We needed a lot more fight in the final third. We had pretty much all the possession. I don't remember McLaughlin having anything to do whatsoever, and we needed that wee spark. Certainly going into the second half, the team must have had a rocket at half time, as it was a much better second half performance. Credit to the manager as well, who must have realised it was needing that injection of pace and a spark, as Hadji came on at half time for Wright. I'd have taken off Aribo personally, but who am I at the end of the day? Clearly it made a huge difference, because Aribo was involved straight away when we got our first goal on the 47th minute, and it was Kamal Roof that scored. Lundstram won the ball in midfield, a pass to Morelos on the edge of the box, a quick pass to Roof, who feeds it to Hadji on the right hand side of the box, gets it to the touchline, holds up the ball. Great play from Hadji there, just holding up the ball until there was the slightest wee gap. He threads it through the defence with an inch perfect pass on the deck, and Roof only had to tap it into the net. Just instantly brilliant from Hadji there. A great play all round from the players. We kept up the pace. Balogun on the 51st minute had a glancing header just by the post. There was a claim for a handball as well a minute later on the 52nd minute, when Hadji, with a cross from the right, Morelos flicks the ball up and appears to come off the arm of the defender in the box. Certainly a claim. It wasn't given. I don't know, I've seen them given in these newfangled rules. Morelos was certainly appealing for it, but there was no any other appeals there, so, and certainly the commentators never spoke too much about it either. On the 57th minute, there was a mistake from the defender where Morelos intercepts the ball. That was a bad pass out from the defender. He passes to Roof on the right, who was in acres of space. He had a one-time shot and the keeper saved it. I don't know, was it a decent effort? He had a lot more time. He could have had a wee bit more composure, taking it a wee bit further in, but at least it was an effort, and it was a shot, and it was forcing the keeper into making a save anyway. Just after that, Patterson came off. He had played a fairly good game. Tavernier came on for him. And a minute later, on the 63rd minute, we went 2-0 up with Morelos scoring an absolute howler by the keeper. As the ball was passed back to the keeper, he tried to pass it out, but he miskicked it right into the path of Morelos, who controls it, switched to his other side. He taken about another 3 touches and then eventually goes into the back of the net. It was one of these ones, it was probably the most uncomposed chance and shot he'll ever have in his life, but fortunately he put it in because I thought he was going to duff it there, but fortunately it went in. Just after that though, in the 70th minute, Morelos came off and Bacuna came on. The Livingston keeper on the 75th minute had a good save from Goldson, header right from the corner from Tavernier. We made a double substitution on the 77th minute with Aribo and Roof coming off and Arfield and Sakala come on, and that's really how the game ended up. We had a couple other half chances after that, but we ran out 2-0 winners. Again, I don't think McLaughlin had a single thing to do all game, but you know, that's the thing, we're controlling a lot of the games, and you know, the final third has been letting us down. Fortunately, we got the result tonight. I think the team just need to realise they need to play for 90 minutes regardless. They need to have a shot and they need to play with pace, and that's how you beat teams. But again, who am I? So there was a game tonight. St Johnstone were playing, I think they were winning 2-0 the last time I checked, and Celtic are playing tomorrow, and I think Hibs are playing as well. So the draw gets made for the semi-final after the games tomorrow night, so I'll be at Hampden. It'll be interesting to see who we get in that one as well. However, it lines us up for the next game on Saturday against Dundee. Another vital game, obviously, but we need to just keep this train rolling on, and we need to keep getting the results and try and make up for the disappointing result at the weekend as well. Just before the game, I uploaded the latest podcast that me and Dave recorded last night, so it's already out of date before most people have probably heard it, but never mind with that one anyway. So if you go to the usual channels, you'll find the links on Twitter, Facebook, and all your usual podcast services. So all that's left to say is thanks for listening and goodbye.